Economic news on the range tonight. A Hibbing business is closing for good and laying off 90 employees.
Northern Foundry is a casting production facility. Their parent company, Metal Technologies, announced this morning they're shutting the facility down at the end of April. Metal Technologies leaders say Minnesota Power's high electricity rates, the high cost of raw scrap metal, and freight costs led to this closure. They explored options to keep the Hibbing facility open, but there were no realistic options. And that news shocking everyone in that community, including the mayor today.
That's right. Northern News Now's Cara Kopp spent the afternoon in Hibbing, hearing from all of them.
To Hibbing's Mayor Pete Hyduke's understanding, operations at Northern Foundry were going smoothly until today.
As a matter of fact, I just received a letter today and an email regarding that late in the afternoon, so it's news to me.
91 union workers suddenly without a job. Left with a lot of questions, Hyduke picked up the phone to call Northern Foundry's parent company, Metal Technology.
I did ask there any way the city of Hibbing can work with them and try and find a solution, and he did say at this time, they've made their decision and they're going to move forward with it.
A blow Hyduke says won't just be felt by the Hibbing community, but the entire region.
About half live in Hibbing, but the other half live throughout the Iron Range. So it's really a regional impact as well as a Hibbing impact.
Many Northern Foundry employees are union members under Local 2660. Their union president says the workers didn't see it coming.
Yeah, it kind of hit us by surprise. Wasn't what I was expecting on a Friday afternoon.
Looking forward, Friends says the union is ready to help relocate the employees to find other work and get them unemployment benefits.
We're in the process of getting effects bargaining started, so this will be transition matters.
A situation the mayor plans to look further into and try to keep from happening in the future at another Hibbing business.
My heart goes out to the workers and the families.
In Hibbing, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
And Minnesota Power is responding. Leaders there say they're sorry to hear the news. They say costs to generate clean energy safely and reliably are increasing as they work to reach the state's goal of being carbon-free by 2040. Minnesota Power leaders say they will continue to work with all customers toward reliable service at a competitive rate. And Northland state lawmakers, including Senator Rob Farnsworth and Rep. Spencer Igo, reacted this afternoon. They called the news a gut punch for Hibbing and the region. They say they're going to work with the union and other partners to make sure impacted families are supported.
Well, St. Luke's